If you don't have a song, you may as well not go to the pub at all.
Lads.
Watch this.
Lads, Ingood Nick here, back again, and it feels like an age since I did one of these videos, but we're going to be playing Southampton. As you can see, there is nothing on the table. That is for a reason, and the reason is because I have these cards now. Well, say the cards, they're metal, and they've been made by Cowell Dowling. What an absolute legend. I'll put links to his Twitter in the description, so go over to Kyle's Twitter and drop him a follow, please. That'd really make me happy. So, here we go. So Simon Moore on the bench. Dave McGoldrick on the bench again, in my opinion. Billy Sharp on the bench again. Mousset on the bench again, even though it's spelt wrong. Apologies for that. Ben Osborne on the bench again. Morrison on the bench again. Jags on the bench again. And that is the bench for me. I think it's going to be the exact same side as played last time. I'm not sure if Fleck is fit or not, because if Fleck is fit, he will either be on the bench or he'll be starting. But to be fair, all the lads have played really well in the last few games, so I can't see Fleck just walking straight back into the team anyway. So I'm going to pop Fleck away. I'm going to start from the back and work forward. So we have Dean Henderson in the goal. There we go, just about in shot. Then we have, not Richard Stearman, then we have Bash, right centre back. We have Egan, central centre back. Then we'll have Jack O'Connell, left centre back, obviously. Then Ender obviously goes left wing back. Georgie Baldock goes right wing back. Then we have Ole playing in that deep lying playmaker role, as Johnny from Shore and View said in the last podcast. Then we're going to have Lunny just in front of Norwood, and Luke Freeman just in front of Norwood. And then we're going to end up with the two big boys up top. I say big boys, McBurney is a big boy, Robbo maybe not so much, but yeah, this is how I think we're going to line up, exactly the same as the Chelsea game. You know what Wilder's like, he's not one for wholesale changes, so even if there is going to be a change, it's difficult to even pick one. Maybe he'll give McGoldrick or Sharp a start. I think if he's going to change it, it's going to be for a striker. But Robbo had a really good game against Chelsea. Well, yeah, even in the first half, he was the only one that got into a position to have to get on the other end of a really good goal scoring opportunity. So I can't see Robinson leaving the team. McBurney possibly, because I don't think he did too much against Chelsea. So that is a possibility, but no, I think this is going to be the team for the foreseen future. That's what I said not so long ago, so I think this is how he's going to play it. Normally, when we've been playing kind of teams that I'm a little bit more scared of, like your Leicesters, I would have said Lundstrom and Freeman both in here when we're defending, like as deep as possible, and when we're attacking coming out. But for this game, I don't think we've got anything to worry. Well, not anything to worry about. Anything to be too scared about. Redmond is unfit, which is great. Really good. Because he is a very scary threat. He really is. He wasn't on the bench against Man United, and it looks like he's going to be unfit again. So how they kind of set up. I think they're going to play the same team that they did against Man United. Obviously they're away from home, but I don't think that really matters, because they are coming to Bramall Lane, which they probably feel like this is one of them that they should be winning if they're going to stay up. And that's exactly how I feel about Southampton. So this is the team that I think they're going to start. Like I say, it's the same team as they did in the last game. So it's Angus Gunn in the net, Suarez, Bednarek, Vestergaard, Danzo. Actually, Danzo might be. He might be obviously out because he got a red card against Man United. I'm not sure if they've had a game since then. I don't think so. So I'm not sure who it will that will be coming in to replace him. Maybe Yoshida, and maybe they'll put one of the centre backs at left back. But then they've got Højbjerg and Romeu, who are both really physical defensive midfielders. So that's going to be tough for us to break down. But they're not the quickest of lads. So I think if we get Freeman and Lundstrom in and amongst them, try and maybe nick a free kick here and there, try and frustrate them, I think that's possibly what we should be going for. They've obviously got some really good attackers, really good strikers, and really good attacking midfielders. Boufal kind of runs he'll pick the ball up and he'll run at us. He will run at us. James Ward-Prowse is excellent on dead ball situations, so any corners, any free kicks, they're going to be dangerous, definitely. Then they've got Che Adams and Danny Ings up front now. Danny Ings, we all know that he is very dangerous on his day, but he's not one of these people like your Vardys where you're thinking he could literally make something out of nothing. I kind of put him in the same bracket as Billy Sharp, but possibly a bit quicker. Obviously Che Adams is coming back to Bramall Lane, which I don't think he's actually scored a goal since he's come back to Bramall Lane. He always kind of gets a rough deal when he comes back to Bramall Lane. He gets a lot of stick and then he gets brought off. So let's hope that happens again. So how I think we should play, obviously if the left back is not going to be their first choice left back, like I said, I don't know who it is, then we're going to get a lot of ball down this wing, in my opinion. Obviously, Baldock, Bash, as I always say, Bash to come in to support Baldock, Lunny coming in here to help him out, Freeman and Lundstrom possibly swapping over. Maybe sometimes if we're a bit struggling, Lundstrom dropping in and Luke Freeman sitting there. But again, like we always have been recently, in this season, we're going to be deep. We're always going to be deep, and then we break quickly and we break effectively. So it's fine being deep as long as we don't sit back way too much, which we haven't this season. So I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with it. So unless we've got any injuries, this is what we're going to be playing at, in my opinion. So we're going to be getting a lot of luck down this side, in my opinion. Again, they've got big central defenders that can bully up, but also he can kind of slip past if we're smart enough. I do think McBurney will be that big, strong guy who's going to knock him about. He's one of these kind of, not Benteke, but he reminds me of someone like Benteke who can kind of push the defender off and almost bring it down on your chest when you think it's you're being marked by a big, massive defender. And that striker who's strong enough to hold off the defender and then bring it down on your chest. I think McBurney's going to be that for us this season. Really strong, but also really, really good on the ball. So, in my opinion, I think we need to, as always, get it out to the wings as much as possible, because I think Romeu and Højbjerg are going to be very difficult to break down. I think they are going to sit quite deep. So, if we're going to get any luck from them, I think it will be down the wings as always. I don't know too much about that Suarez at right back, but Enda Stevens is playing out of his skin. Jack O'Connell's playing really well, other than the daft decision to go and head it above John Egan at Chelsea. But we're not always great at coming back from international breaks. So that is my gripe really with United, my only gripe, because like the Leeds game last season, we went and beat Leeds and we're like, oh my god, this is great, we're going to go and get promoted. And then we went into an international break, came back and either lost or drew, and they went back above us. So we've had that amazing point against Chelsea, and then we've gone straight into the international break, which worries me slightly. It really does. Are we going to be in tip-top condition? I know that obviously McGoldrick scored that brilliant header in midweek, last weekend, and then he didn't play any of the next match, which is good for us. Johnny Egan captained the side, which is great for himself. Hopefully he's not picked up any sort of knock. Even if any of them did pick up a knock, we wouldn't know about it because Chris Wilder wouldn't want to put that out there, I don't think. So yeah, and the Stevens as well. He played all right in the first game Ireland had, and then assisted a goal when he came on in the second game. So Stevens is surely going to be full of confidence. But like I say, my worry is that coming back from international break, because we're always terrible for some reason. So defensively, I think we should be okay. I know that Danny Ings is a very experienced striker, Premiership striker, but we've not really been not tested. We've not really had too much of that. Like Jamie Vardy scored a one-off goal when we gave a stupid. Well, Basham gave it away really cheaply, and if it wasn't for that, Jamie Vardy wouldn't have had a sniff in that game. Tammy Abraham again, he bullied us a little bit with the first goal, but it's our own fault. Like most of the goals that we've scored this season have been from us playing good football, and the goals that we've conceded are from our own mistakes. So if we can stop making mistakes, we won't concede goals. I don't think there's been many goals that have come from kind of just them being better than us. The Leicester goal, I think that's about it. The Leicester second goal where he spanked it in from the edge of the box, I think that's the only goal that we've conceded that it's not been a mistake. So hopefully the back three can play well defensively. I'm not too worried about them playing well attackingly because they give a 7 to 8 out of 10 attacking every single game. Jack O'Connell and Basham always are there to help, overlap, everything. So yeah, I'm not too worried about our side. It's just this international curse that keeps going on. So hopefully we should be alright. I'm a bit worried about Vestergaard from corners, and I know he scored one against Man United, that's his first goal, but they sometimes come in twos, these goals, and he's a very, very big man. So if we can defend him from corners and free kicks, dead ball situations, I think we'll be alright. I really do. And in this game, I could see us coming away with a 2-0 win. So that's what I think. That's really what I think. So I think if it's not going to plan, I think that after obviously Robinson had a big part to play in the Chelsea comeback, I think if anything happened, Robinson would stay on. I think it'd be McBurney who'd come off. And I think it'd probably be Mousse or Billy Sharp, obviously. But for me, Mousse really made a difference when he came on against Chelsea. So it could easily be Mousse. However, I do think he's going to use Mousse a lot more away from home because he's obviously got that pace to kind of get us out, if you like. So yeah, this is what it could be. So I don't think he will start Mousse. I don't think he's ready. But I do think this will be the team and that'll be the bench. I know it's not, I'm not telling you something that you don't already know. But I think that's how we're going to attack them. I think the only way that they can really cause us problems is through dead ball situations and James Ward-Prowse putting in some exquisite balls for the big lads to come in through the back. I don't think Che Adams is good enough for this league. I really don't. I hope I'm not going to live to regret that. But if anyone's going to be a problem for us up front, I think it's going to be Danny Ings. So we'll just have to see. Just have to see what's going to happen. Anyway, yeah, that's me. I know I'm not saying a lot different to what I normally do, but this is our team. This is how we attack. And until teams kind of learn to stop us, we're going to be playing the same way every game and hopefully getting some luck. Like I said, Southampton's a big game. Southampton's a game that we need to be winning if we're going to do well in this league and obviously stay up. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Smash a like on it if you like. And yeah, see you next time. Stay in good nick.